Hey guys, welcome back to the Night Students channel. We're now in 2020 and what a better time to introduce some new lifestyle and habit choices to make this new year your year. So a new thing that I've started doing this year is tracking what I eat and drink with an app called LifeSum. I'll show some footage on the right here. It's very similar to an app called MyFitnessPal. It's just a simple calorie tracker as well as kind of what you're drinking too. And it feels quite rewarding to eat less than what you've aimed to eat. It helps you stick to any New Year's resolutions for diets if that's what you've chosen to do. Water feature is really helpful. It feels like you're kind of rewarding yourself by drinking more water because you kind of tick off the bottles and it works quite well. It's super easy to use. It's free as well, but the premium option does cost a bit more money, but I don't see the need for it. I think it's got specific things that you can just find online for free. Logging your food does definitely make you more aware of what you're eating, and it's made me eat less. It's made me realise that not all the foods you eat are as healthy as you may think, and kind of to make sure you burn more than what you eat in terms of calories. I think it's had a very positive impact on me and my diet. I think it could do the same for you. Just give it a try. It's LifeSum on the App Store. So it's very common to start going to the gym or taking on a new form of exercise as New Year's resolution, and probably the most difficult part of that is actually keeping it going throughout January and possibly onto February and the ongoing months. But I found a lifestyle improvement genius called Matt Diavella, and he has a rule called the 2-day rule where you can't go more than 2 days without doing a workout. So you could do 4 days a week and 3 days off, or Monday workout, Tuesday off, Wednesday workout, and otherwise more than 2 days you'll stop sticking to the habit and you'll lose the motivation. In my case, working out has become part of like a routine now, which is really good. I think that is thanks to the 2-day rule, but I think it's worth trying out because it might work for you as well as it's worked for me. So thank you, Matt Diavella. So this month I decided to go a full month without social media. I've done a few weeks here and there beforehand, but I've never actually done a full month. My main motive for doing this entire detox was I feel like I use my phone too much during the day and it would distract me from being productive. I've always had my notifications turned off, and the thought of there being a message, Instagram DM, a Snapchat, a tweet waiting for me on my phone would make me want to pick up my phone more often and then look at the screen, and that would again distract me from what I was doing. After I think I'm 19 days in. 19 days in at the moment. My screen time is significantly reduced. It makes the days feel longer, and it may sound difficult doing a whole month, so maybe just doing like 3 days at a time or even just 1 day a week can really have a big impact, and I think it's definitely worth it considering how much time we spend on our phones nowadays. So it's nice to kind of just put it down and just enjoy the moment pretty much. As it's July, it's exam season for many people, fortunately not myself, but there's a chance that stress levels are very high. And here are a few tips that I've used myself to kind of make it easier, deal with stress in a more effective way. What I've come to realise is that no matter what mood you're in, always going for a walk will make you feel instantly better. It doesn't matter if you're on your own or you're with a friend, it's just a nice break from studying, leg stretching, get the blood flowing. You should always feel better after a walk. The endorphins come out, and I think it's a really good way to kind of leave your bedroom after studying for such a long time during the day. Managing your study time pretty much guarantees productivity. If you've assigned time slots to work in, then your brain is preparing to work. This method can reduce procrastination and make studying less painful than it already is. Don't dedicate entire days to studying. I've done it a lot before, and I've come to a realization that I barely get anything done considering the amount of time I've worked for. Spend the morning working, relax at lunch for a couple hours, and then maybe in the afternoon do a few more hours of revising if you feel like you need to, but I choose to never work past 7 p.m. I feel like that's just a time to relax and get ready for sleep, because if you work late into the night, you'll find that sleeping more difficult because you're constantly in the mindset to work, and then less sleep leads to a lot more issues. And so I think sleep is definitely a very important factor that you can't mess around with. On the topic of sleep, I never really was a morning person, but I've trained myself to wake up at earlier times and not feel horrible. I always aim for at least 7 hours of sleep a night, and an app called Alarmy has helped me do that. It makes you perform a task to turn off the alarm, which can definitely get you out of bed and guarantee you to be awake. For me, I have to go to my bathroom and take a photo of a postcard I've got on the back of my door, and then that will switch off the alarm. At that point, I'm already in my bathroom, so then I just hop in the shower and then get on with my day. And that's one way where my phone drags me to the bathroom to get me out of bed. The app also shows how much sleep you'll get between the current time and when you wake up. It's a really simple feature, but it works really well and it's surprisingly helpful. The app is also free and has changed my mornings for the better since I started using it. I forgot to mention one thing when I was planning this video, but it's just drink less alcohol. Since New Year's Eve, where I suffered quite a horrible hangover, I've kind of reduced the amount of alcohol I'm drinking. Usually I've just had like one beer when I'm cooking a meal, and that's like once a week, because I don't realise how many calories there are in beer and spirits. Don't go, if you can't do the entire of January dry, try and go less alcohol you consume. If people are going out, just have, I don't know, a couple of drinks there and then done, call it a night. And that's what I've done before. And it's not that difficult and it's not that bad. No one's going to take the mick out of you for it. But that's one thing I just wanted to mention. Just drink less alcohol. Just remember how much you're drinking and that it's not the healthiest thing to do. So these are just a few of the top tips I can give you for kicking off the new year in the right way. Let me know in the comments if you've used any of my advice in this channel as well as on my own personal channel, which will be linked in the description. But thank you for watching this video. Good luck with this year, and I'll see you in the next one.